Suppose you have three bonds here. You have now three bonds, and the characteristics of these three bonds are given. Bond A is giving you a coupon of 8%, face value of 100, okay, and bond B is giving you coupon of 10 and face value of 100, 12 and face value of 100. Assuming that they are saying that the discount rate for each bond is 10% and all bonds are going to mature in 25 years and discount rate is 10%. Right? They are saying that assume that the discount rate doesn't change over the life of the bond. Please note that here we are assuming that time will change, but the discount rate is not gonna change. Right? So discount rate is gonna 10%. We need to find out how the bond will behave with respect to the maturity. Please note that whenever the bond's coupon, okay, is less than the discount rate, okay, or the market rate, okay, so if it is less than the discount rate, you are getting less money from the bond. Right? So you would say that why I will pay the entire face value of the bond, I will pay lower. Right? So please note that in this case the price should be lower, so this bond should be a discount bond. Right? And whenever the coupon is equal to the discount rate, that time the bond is a par bond. Okay, and when the coupon is more than the face value, okay, because the bond is giving you more money, you should be able to pay more to get this bond. So what we have is, we can say that the first one is a discount bond, the second one is a par bond, and the last one is the premium bond. We have initial maturity is 25 years. Okay, then what we are doing is, we are taking the time to maturity in years, we are reducing the time to maturity from 25 and we are going to 0, and we'll say that when the bond is A, when the time to maturity is 25 years, what is the price? So as we said that the bond is a discount bond, you can see that the price is less than 100. Okay, this bond is a par bond, it is 100, and the third one is a premium bond, its price is 118. So how do you find out the price of the bond? We'll employ the Excel function to compute in suite one shot. Right? So we are computing the present value, right, using the Excel function. Right? So you have got the 81. Please note that one of the assumption is the bond is an annual payment bond, but the same logic will be used even it's a semi-annual bond. Right? So the time to maturity is 25, so we are changing over here. Right? So when the time to maturity is changed to 24, what you see is the bond A, okay, it increases in value. Right? Is it surprising? So bond A is increasing in value. When the time to maturity becomes 23, it has again increased. So there is an increase in value of the bond A. A bond A is the discount bond. Right? So a discount bond, what we can say is, it will decrease in value as the time passes. Okay? And bond B, if you see, the value remains constant. It is entire period you find that the value has remained constant at 100. Okay? Whereas bond C, what you see is the value, initial value is 118. As the time into maturity decreased to 24 years, it has decreased in price. Okay. Now what is the reason for this? Okay. The reason for the decrease in value of the bonds price for premium is because today it is 118. Okay. But note that at maturity the bond price should come to face value. Right. So the bond price should be coming to the face value as time to maturity is becoming 0. Right? So over the years it should not happen a one jump that okay, for all the 25 years it will be 24 years it is 118 and it jumps to 100 at last year. No, it gradually decreases in price. Right? And similarly this bond will gradually increase in price, and if you draw the graph of this, you will be seeing that okay, on this x-axis you have the time to maturity. Okay. When the time to maturity is 0, you find that all the bonds would be trading at par. Okay. However, when the time to maturity is 25 years, the first bond was trading around 81, okay, below par, and the bond C was trading above par around 118. Right? And gradually it would come to the par value. Over the time it would gradually decrease. Over the time it would gradually increase to the par value. So this is the relationship of the bond price. Please note that this is on the x-axis you have time to maturity. right? In the notes I have given you two disk diagram along with one diagram which is the time remaining till maturity. So we have two diagram. So please note that this is the, we have the time. Okay, so what we are saying is the time remaining till maturity is 1. Okay, so the price is this. Okay, the timing remaining till maturity is 10, so it will become 100. And then we are saying that this is over here, that this is the time remaining to maturity is 0 and the time to maturity is 0, so you have this, and so exactly the one we have computed. So please note that this blue one is a premium bond, the pink one is the par bond, and this black one is the discount bond.